Yeah, you should get an iPad. They're really good, but so it's like a lot of money for just a YouTube machine.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, but if it's a present, then all of a sudden you and your
How much does an iPad even run these days? What are they up to?
Jamie, pull it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's 4 digits.
Yeah.
I don't know if your better half is going to listen to this, but that's a pretty good Christmas present. Christmas is a month and 4 days away.
Unfortunately, we've done a quota on the price this year, so we can't cross a certain figure, but I always do anyway, just for...
Nah, that's you good.
It's just brownie points for free, really.
Hello and welcome to the JPM podcast. My name's Sean. Joining me today is the one and only Lachlan Kneebone. Lachlan Kneebone, how are you?
The one and only. That's correct, actually. Yeah, no, I'm good, mate. About as good as the Orlando Magic are going. So yeah.
You guys are going well. We will talk about that in a second, but welcome onto a pod. Your first pod ever. Your first podcast where there's a microphone recording it.
Yeah, this is brilliant.
Introduce yourself. Who are you? Why are you here? Is Kneebone your real name?
Kneebone is my real name. That's an easy question. Why am I here is not an easy question. I don't really know. I guess we got to throw back to
my birthday 2 years ago.
Yeah, to Joe. Joe's probably the reason I'm here. Joe Tizzy. Probably listening to this in the car as we speak, driving around Adelaide. Well, he'd be in the passenger seat, but he would be in the car.
Is he not driving that?
He's not a big one on the driving.
Wow.
But yeah, basically he just said, I'm going to go have some beers in the park. Do you want to come? I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And I got down there and there was like 20 people there that I didn't know. I was like, oh yeah, this is all right. And then he's like, yeah, one of my mates has an NBA podcast. And I was like, oh, righto. Beeline straight to him and start talking. Yeah. So yeah. And then we can go from there. Pretty much just told you the story of how I started watching basketball was uni.
Yeah.
I was actually a bit of a late bloomer. I only really started NBA in college. So what are we, 2018?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember a few of my mates who really liked it were like, oh, you got to come down and watch this game. It was Game 6, Warriors-Rockets in that conference finals.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, hell yeah, I'll come down and watch, have a few beers. And I didn't know anything. Like, I knew LeBron, I knew Steph, I knew these guys, but
you knew the famous people.
I didn't really know much at all. And so I was just like, oh, yeah, I'll watch. And straight away, I was like, who the hell is this guy? I love this guy. And it was Harden, just carrying on like an absolute idiot with the beard out, going crazy. And I was like, oh, my God, I love this guy. And then I we watched the rest of that series, the rest of the playoffs that year. And I remember thinking just, oh, this guy's awesome. So then 2019, I followed pretty much Houston just through him. And that was the year 2019 where he just went super crazy.
Well, like 36 a game.
Somehow didn't get MVP. It just went super crazy. And so I was just enjoying that. That was that year where he did the 30-point games in a row.
Yeah.
Just crazy numbers. So,
Shea levels.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So, and then ever since then, I pretty much just followed him around. Yeah. So through COVID, jumped on Brooklyn. Then had a bit of a laugh with that. That was good. Then we went to Philly for a year, which was crazy. Like, just it is pretty funny that he was just there, like almost led the league in assists. So if not, he was top 3. Embiid MVP, and then they're like, nah, actually, let's just stop doing this.
Yeah.
And then he left, and then Clippers.
Yeah. So, but how are you an Orlando fan? What was the switch?
The switch for Orlando was a couple of years ago, where I sort of thought, Harden's getting old. I've got to sort of plan for my future here.
You got to make a business.
I've got to make a decision here. So, I was like, well, it's kind of hard for us, like for Aussies. Like, you don't have the city connection, where it's like, oh, I grew up here, all my mates grew up here, we all go for this team, and we don't get to choose, really. So for Aussies, it's kind of hard because we do get to choose.
Yeah.
So I always was like, fuck, who do I pick? Like, it's just tough. And I was happy sort of just following Harden around. I liked the teams he was on. I liked the players he played with. So it was kind of easy. But a couple of years ago, I was like, you know what? I've got to do it. So I just got up a little thing on Google and just generate a random state from the US. And the first one that spat out was something that doesn't really have teams. It might have been like Alaska or something crazy like that. So I spat it again. And the second one was Florida.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I can work with this. So I sort of had to look through all their leagues and I was like, well, first off, NBA, I can't pick Miami. Yeah. Because this is a couple of years ago. This is like prime Miami firing Butler.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not going to pick them. They're like first.
Also, pretty hard team to jump on the bandwagon of. It's like 34-year-old Jimmy, and it's like,
it's like, where's this going?
yeah. And we now know it's quite good, but like at the time,
I mean, they're pretty good now. It's just a ragtag bunch that's quite fun to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, nah, I can't do it. So I was like, well, that leads to Orlando. And then I was like, you know what? That's kind of fun. And I had a little look, and I was like, yeah, Paolo, love Paolo. Remember him at Duke, being an idiot, and that was good. And then that was the year, I believe, that. Yeah, it might have been that it was the year that they drafted Black, and he was coming in. And so I was like, yeah, okay, I can get around this. And then yeah, it's just been that ever since. And it's been a lot of mediocre
defense first, 30th in pace, not a lot
bags and bags of money being spent. But it's been fun, to be fair. Yeah, and I'm a big fan of Stuff the Dragon. I'm a real big fan of his work. Yeah.
Is it Stuff the Dragon? I thought it was Stuff the Magic Bear.
No, he's a dragon. Stuff the Dragon. Stuff the Dragon, yeah.
And he is the best mascot.
He's easily top 3. Yeah. I feel like it's kind of like LeBron. It's like if you're the biggest Stuff hater, you've got him at 3. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not LeBron.
Yeah. High floor, low ceiling. Yeah. Well, yeah.
And it's like, I did read the stat that he's the only, I think I told you this once, he's the only mascot to win back-to-back mascot of the year.
Yeah, right.
So it's that thing of,
what
he can be the hunter and the hunted, It's like crazy. But that's like, no one can really do that in the league, because that's why we've had like, what are we up to? Seven champions in a row now? Different champions?
Yeah. We've got, okay, I've just brought up the mascot of the year. This has got to be wrong, but we've got 2023, Harry the Hawk, 2022, Chuck the Condor.
Oh, that's fair.
2021, Clutch, the Rockets Bear.
Clutch.
Yeah.
Is that Houston?
Houston, yeah. The 2020 was the Coyote, the Spurs one.
Yeah, he's good actually. I don't mind that.
Good. Yeah. I don't like how he wears number 2 exclamation mark.
Oh, he's really proving a point there. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know that I had numbers. Yeah.
What's why 2 and why are you so emphatic about it? But then 2019, no mascot names. There must have been like some.
Oh, really? The gambling scandal.
Yeah. Or maybe it was like maybe it was like a lockout shortened season for the mascots. And then Jazz Bear in 2018, which is of course the Utah Jazz's mascot, which I didn't know. Actually,
wait, so there's a few bears.
Yeah.
That seems kind of crazy you can have the same.
Yeah, well, there's the Kings. Oh, the Kings would be a lion. Well, and now I actually haven't thought about mascots in a very long time. Why do the Phoenix Suns have a gorilla?
It's a good question. I'm sure there's an answer there. Yeah. What are you guys? What are the Warriors?
When we had the old jerseys, like the We Believe Warriors, we had just like a big muscle man with like a blue head.
Well, like sort of like a Carlton, just like a big muscly man. Yeah,
but like sort of alien-like. So it's like, blue skin, weird muscles, holds like a bolt of lightning. The thing that was in the old logo. And then we don't have
about. Yeah, true.
It could be like the Melbourne Stars and just get like a really good looking cricket player. Have you been to like, I'm talking like early Big Bash, they would just have mascots as just 2 models in a fucking outfit.
I don't mind that. Yeah. Similar story with basketball. No, I only really watched cricket in college when my mates, the alternative was sit in my room and play a PlayStation or go have beers with everyone and have to watch their sports. Yeah. And then I sort of eventually just feel like, oh, this is actually great. Yeah. So,
damn. Oh, are you a big? Well, before we get back to the actual pod, are you a big cricket fan?
I am now.
Yeah.
But I'm one of the ones where it's like, because I didn't really grow up with it as such, I don't really care that much. Yeah. I do really like beating the English.
Yeah.
And
you got so many English mates.
And obviously that's good. And just the teams that we have rivalries with, Pakistan, India, I like the big rivalries.
Yeah.
But that's really, I don't really like Big Bash, or I can do a one-dayer, sure, but I just like test. I just love having it on in the background, sitting at someone's house or at a pub and just talking shit, and it's just in the background. It's just in there.
Yeah.
So
and if you miss something, they're going to replay it 5 times in the next half an hour.
It's just ambient.
And then just final thing here. Like I'm on TikTok, right? So I'm swiping through, and every single time I'm seeing a lot of like Ashes, like hype up stuff, which is like awesome, right? Get me in the mood. Every time I see like a pro England Ashes thing, I've been holding my finger down and reporting it as hate speech.
Well, that's probably fair.
Which is pretty cool. All right, the Orlando Magic. Well,
the one and only, the fellas.
Yeah, you're the first guest I've had on who's sole purpose is to talk about the Orlando Magic. So welcome. I'll just go through the particulars coming from Cleaning the Glass. Yep. This season, they are 21st in offense, 15th in defense, 11th in point differential. Last year, they were 26th in offense, second in defense, 20th overall. Good things for the team. They are first in the league in free throw rate. Paolo Banchero is leading the league in that metric. Franz in the 95th percentile.
Up there. Yep.
And pretty much all your other rotation players are above league average. You are 26th in total threes attempted and 27% in 3-point percentage. This is all passing the eye test or the memory test.
Oh, yeah, that one's hard to miss.
And you're third in rim shots attempted, but 17% in percentage. Defense, you are first in limiting 3 points allowed. You are the stingiest defense there.
Yeah.
But you are middle of the pack, 15th in 3-point percentage allowed. And you are 30th, as in, I would say this is a positive, 30th as in encouraging the most mid-range shots allowed or allowing the most mid-range shots.
Yeah, probably is a positive,
Opponents are hitting 14th out of 30 in that metric from the mid-range. So what are your thoughts, Lachlan Kneebone, on the Orlando Magic? Where do you want to start here? Do any of those numbers jump out?
Well, the first one is pretty clear. I can't remember these, where you said the difference between offense this year and last year is pretty similar, and I would have said that's fair. But the defense jump, that's the one. Yeah, that's the killer, because they sort of built this brand of like, look, we're not gonna be the best defense, but we're just going to make it really annoying for you guys. And there's pain, just a pain to play. And they really did that last year. It was great. I think they were 1 or 2 in blocks for the league last year, and that number's just gone now. All the other sort of defensive metrics are gone, and it's kind of, if you've got, a superstar offense, you can sort of be like, you know what, fine, we'll lace back on D, and that's fine. But when you don't. When you built your whole brand on just D, then as soon as you put the brakes on, then you're kind of just stuffed. So that's kind of where even in the small sample size of this year, it's been so. They won the first game easily, lose about 4 straight. Then they go on about a 7-8-1 run at the moment. Or 2, and that 2 was like an overtime loss to Houston, who were just absolutely flying. So it's like, I don't know. They seem to be good. They seem to be bad. This, at the moment, I'm worried is they've got Paolo out and they're 3-1 with him out, which is kind of alarm bells in a way. It sort of reignites that classic discussion that happens with Orlando is, does it work? Franz and Paolo, does it work?
Franz, Paolo, and a ground-bound big, like all the bigs are running out there. Wendell Carter Jr.,
I love our
John
bigs.
Isaac, and
I love the bigs.
I love the bigs too. But let's talk about that a little bit more. Like, do you think that Franz and Paolo can coexist? Because it looks pretty smooth without him right now.
I think yes, but not that I think yes. It's that it's too early to say no. I think they're both young enough that you've got time. I don't know. I don't want to see either of them go. That's the problem. And I think that's the problem the Office have. They're probably like, oh man, we could, like, say one of them just cracked it, demanded a trade and left. It wouldn't be the end of the world, because they'd be like, well, we've got the other one. But the idea that they have both, they don't want to be like, oh, we have to pick one. So they're just like, let's just make them work it out. And I guess that's the job of Mosley, to get them to do that. But
Mosley's got a brilliant offensive tactician. It's like he's clearly a defense first coach, and
that's proven.
And he's got 2 square pegs he has to try and make fit on offense. But
I just don't want to blow it up. That's the thing. And it's like, the upside to me is so high, but it just doesn't. The problem is, right, I saw a stat where it's like, when Franz is on the floor and Paolo's sitting, Magic win the minutes. And when Paolo's on and Franz is sitting, they win the minutes. But when they're both on, it's about even, So they're actually, it's just not fully figured out. It was a disaster last year when we had young Suggsy out injured, and just without him, without just some confident ball moving, it was just even worse than what it is now. It's a little bit better now. Suggs makes it a bit smoother. Black as well. But I just don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out over the next 3-4 years, because even if you said to me now you have to pick one, I don't know who I'd pick. So
for what it's worth, I was playing a bit of devil's advocate. I think that they definitely can coexist together. It's sort of like a Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum sort of
they did say that for years, didn't they? They did say that.
They did say break it up, but at least those guys can defend multiple positions and shoot really well, right? Where it's like, okay, well, Franz, in theory, has got the body to defend multiple positions, but, you know...
Doesn't really, though, does he?
Really,
he guards the wings, but he doesn't really... I was watching him, when he's at his best, he really just strikes me as an LD German Jimmy Butler. Like, can guard the wings, super silky. For some reason, he just gets to the line way more than you think. Like, as you're a defender, he just gets to the line way more than you think he should.
Yeah.
And he's just, I think it's that same thing with Butler. He just, you know him, you know what he's going to do, but he's just a little bit faster than what you think he's going to be. And he's just, as he was, like you said before, he gets to the line.
It's actually kind of bullfuck some of the fucking free throws I've seen Jimmy Butler draw. Like I watch a lot of Warriors games, right? And Steph Curry just gets clobbered, and it's like, where I've won 4 titles.
True, because when he's coming,
where I've won 4 titles, but Steph Curry just doesn't get a good whistle. But like he doesn't, right? He doesn't get enough respect with the whistle, which you don't have to comment on that. It's a horrible.
We're gonna get political now.
Yeah, it's a horrible pit to fall down the rabbit hole of talking about Steph fouls. But Jimmy's just like the opposite end of the spectrum.
No, they're kind of a balance though.
Yeah. But me as a fan, I'm just like, come on, man. Like that is absolutely insane. He goes up. He's got that thing where he grabs the ball with 2 hands. Goes up
that
and
little shovel. Yeah.
If he feels anything on that shovel, he's kicking his legs wide out. And so the refs just are like, oh, his legs have moved. He must have been hit on his arms. And it's like, I'm not complaining, but it's like, this is...
But the problem with Butler is, it's like Franz doesn't really get the same level when they're sort of making the same action to get the thing. But Butler has the physical ability to draw the foul, but he's also got the Jimmy Butler name. So he's getting a bit of that as well. So that's why he's just this demon of getting fouls, where it's just like he can literally, like, if it's a close game, slow down possession. You're watching and you're like, he could choose to shoot fouls here if he wanted to. And he does.
Yeah.
And I remember that being the thing when he moved to you guys, because you guys didn't really shoot that much at the line.
No.
You didn't miss when you were there, but you didn't really shoot. So that's what I remember him moving. I was like, this is the guy you need. Some guy just to shoot some free throws for the fellas.
Yeah. But yeah, back to the Magic. I think obviously don't break them up, because just looking back in history, if you give up a superstar player, there's a 99% chance you're not going to get a superstar player back, right? So it's like you've got 2 All-Stars. I think Franz is definitely an All-Star. You've got 2 All-Stars here. And if you give up Paolo, you've pretty much got 1 All-Star and maybe a really good supporting cast. And that's just not good enough, even in the paltry East. But I think it could be a Jamal Mosley problem, right? It could be he's just not the brightest mind. Like, it's a very bare bones offense. You've obviously got Desmond Bane, who's...
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
He started turning it around, and as you mentioned, like, the minutes don't look good with him out there, but then I guess that's why he also brought in Tyus Jones. So you've always got a playmaker to complement these 2, like, Paolo and Franz. Desmond Bane, he's shot a lot better than he has from the start of the season. Like,
that was always going to take time, though.
Yeah. But so it's like you've sort of got the shooting here, but the lane's still clogged because all your centers are ground bound, and Paolo wants to operate in the low post or the high post.
You got a lot of big blokes that can't fly.
Yeah,
and
that is such a great term.
It does really show. It depends who we play. You play some teams and it's sort of okay. You can just go big. It actually kind of worked against you guys, even though Paolo wasn't even there.
Yeah,
but just sheer size.
Yeah.
And just the big guys just going ham and just being a pain.
Yeah.
But sometimes you can look real slow and real just dead, because there's just guys who can't move in all positions.
Yeah.
So
it's like Suggs has got to guard the best perimeter option 3 times.
And to be fair, he goes all right at it.
Yeah, I know, but you just can't trust him to stay healthy. And like let's talk about Suggs, because
I love Suggs.
My favorite basketball team played your favorite basketball team, which is actually great timing that we do this pod.
Yeah.
We booked this in before we went away to the festival 2 weekends ago. And it just happened that the Warriors played the Magic yesterday, and now we're doing this pod.
And it was great. Great game.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
We got a pretty good sample size of what our teams could do, and then the Warriors rested everyone from the second night of the back-to-back. So we really wanted to win that game, and
I was glad that it was back-to-back.
Like, we played everyone today, and then you guys. Yeah. But Anthony Black's really good.
He had a good game.
I really like on offense. He makes some bad decisions, but on defense, like, he's fully again, bad decisions, young player, but he's got a very good body. But Jalen Suggs, he's got a little bit of motherfucker in him, right?
He does, yeah.
Which is good.
We've got to talk about the headband.
Yeah, I was going to bring up the headband.
Yeah. I love this.
What's with it?
So what he's doing is he's got the headband around the neck, wearing it like a choker, and his theory is when he's got the flow of the game, when he's feeling himself in the game, he'll put it back on his head. So it's just a bit of a charging himself up kind of thing. And I think maybe he's looking around like, fuck, I'm still wearing it on the neck. Got to get into this. And then he finally gets it up there and you're like, he's good now.
Yeah. I find that a little bit cringe.
Yep, I could see that.
But I can also understand if it was my favorite basketball team and it was one of my best players, I would also be buying into it.
I think you got to have a last name like Suggs to pull it off.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not even going to say that. I'm not going to say he pulls it off. I could agree with you and say it's cringe, but in a way that makes me like it even more.
Yeah.
Because you got to imagine he's got to have blokes in his ear in the locker room saying, mate, this fucking sucks. And he's still doing it.
I don't know. I reckon there's some people in the NBA who are extremely cringe and they wouldn't realize that. Yeah, they might be the new thing that they ban, remember like the Jimmy Butler ninja, the ninja headband, NBA was like, nah. Yeah, they brought that in and then banned it, didn't they?
Yeah.
Which is obviously not. Yeah, I don't mind the ninja headband.
I thought it was cool. Like, I just don't really see it. Like, I sort of get their logic of being like, oh, you might get injured or rip some, but it's like, come on.
Yeah. Well, it's like pockets on a Monday night at Coburg, right? It's like we're not competing at that high level. I promise I won't actually try and steal the ball once if you just let me wear pockets in my shorts.
Yeah, and it's that thing of like, it's not going to happen, but if it did, they're scared of what would happen. I get it.
Yeah.
Long live the neck headband. I think it's great.
Yeah, well, I'm happy to know there's an answer to it because I thought it was just when he got sweaty, which I guess he would lock in once he's gotten sweaty because he's gotten sweaty. But
he does have to shave the dome. He's sort of running the old LeBron 3 years ago. He's just really holding on.
He's one of the boldest guys in the NBA right now.
Yeah, he'd be up there. But yeah,
it's pretty bad.
But I'm trying to think. We don't really have many other baldies. We've got a lot of great hair on the side.
I mean, like, I think what Suggs is doing is more bold than just shaving it off.
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. But maybe it's like, it's 3D chess. It's, if I'm going to defend my hairline like this, how am I going to defend you? And they're scared. So maybe it's a bit of intimidation. So I don't know, but it is horrible.
It is horrible.
But like I said, though, he's got to look around and he's got to look at like Gogo's got this crazy long hair now, nice bun, thick. Paolo's got some nice hair. The German brothers. Yeah. Franz, bit mediocre.
He's also losing the battle.
Mo's got beautiful hair.
Yeah. Because he doesn't play much sport.
Well, he doesn't play a lot of NBA basketball.
Yeah, he's mostly injured. But
no, the bigs. I love the bigs.
Yeah, the bigs. Well, let's talk about it. Obviously, Goga Bitadze, I was going to say, I feel like he gets like a head transplant every offseason. Like he comes back looking like an absolutely different bloke.
Yeah, because last year he was running the full buzz cut, which was cool. But now he's running like this like season 6 Jon Snow operation. And it's like, I kind of like it.
He's also got a bit of motherfucker in him as well.
He does. Yeah.
There was in that Houston game, there was a bit where like he thought he got fouled, like going out for a layup, and then as he's running back, it's like a couple of minutes left in the fourth quarter. As he's running back on defense, he's like running right towards the ref, like yelling. And what was he? Is he Georgian?
I actually don't know. Jarvis, look that up. I reckon it's like Albanian.
Oh my god, it's Georgian.
Oh wow, that's a great get.
Yeah, thanks, man. The last Georgian basketball player was Zaza Pachulia.
True.
Yeah. Who was
all-time Georgian team? Is he Gogo in there? I guess he is in there.
Yeah, I think they've got 2 centers. And
yeah, they've probably got 6 centers. Yeah.
Actually, that's good trivia. Georgian NBA players.
There'd be a few.
Oh yeah, oh my god, they can run a 3-center lineup.
Yeah, they would be. Yeah.
Sandro Mamukelashvili.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a good threes team, wouldn't
it? It would. There are no other recognizable NBA players outside of those 3. All right, so you got Gogo, who I really liked like last year. I feel like he was like one of the best backup centers in the league.
Yeah, he was great.
Wendell Carter Jr., who it's now official / non-official that he's dating Angel Reese.
I saw that.
Yeah,
that's big get for the Magic. I'm pretty happy with that. You know, the NBA need a father-son rule. That would be brilliant. 2042 draft.
So you can just get another mid-center.
Just get the craziest glass cleaning you've ever seen.
I don't know, man. I'll wrap up the center. So then you've got John Isaac, who, because of injuries, is just limited to maximum 20 minutes a night, right?
His warranty expires after 20 minutes.
Yeah. So Wendell Carter Jr., I would go so far as to say he is the best at being the 15th best center in the league for the past couple of years.
Yep.
Are you happy with that?
I'd agree with that.
Are you happy with that?
Oh, I'm happy with it.
Do you need to make an upgrade there?
Yeah, it's good to have, I suppose, but as your number one, it's probably not. Not in a team when you're in what are we aiming for here? Like a 5-6 seed in the East? Can you really?
I'd say you're aiming for the first seed in the East.
Yeah,
no, like you're not like Indiana of old who are like,
no, that's true. That's true. We are aiming for it, but I mean, yeah, as a team, if we're going to put the cards where they lie, it's probably a 4, 5, 6 seed. And like, can you get away with a playoff run running a center who's 15 to 20th in the league? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've tried to do the old, well, we don't have a top 10 center, let's build one in aggregate. And they've tried that. It's kind of not really working though. Wesley said there's a lot of, you've got Isaac whose body breaks down after 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You've got Gogo who's pretty good aggressively on the defense, just loves a foul, which is, you could probably say you can fix that, but I don't know. It seems like it's intuitive to him.
Yeah, he's like 28 or something.
And then Wendell is he's just a mix of both of those two.
Yeah.
He's kind of injury prone. He also loves a foul.
Yeah.
So I just don't know what the
fix is. Well, yeah. I came into this podcast with my proposal being, I think you need to trade for like a Miles Turner type, like a Kristaps Porzingis. I think you need to get a sniper at the center position because you can't really play in today's NBA with more than one like non-shooter on the court.
Yeah.
And Franz is like, he's a good shooter, but Paolo, also a good shooter, doesn't want to shoot. He doesn't want to be the guy that's sitting in the corner just spacing the court for, Jalen Suggs and like a Jalen Suggs Goga pick and roll, right?
Yeah, true.
You need someone who can just sit in the corner. Like
Turner would be great, wouldn't he?
Yeah, like the Bucks have to completely just like dissolve for Turner to be available. Like they are so committed to having Turner, obviously waiving Damian Lillard to get him. Brook Lopez.
They just do whatever they can to keep Uranus, right? So they got to keep.
So there's no reason they're trading a good rotation player for picks, right? So Brook Lopez looks washed. He looks like he made a very good business decision getting a lot of money from the Clippers.
And they thought that was going to be better than it has worked out so far.
But he's
same as all those Clippers deals. They've been all these deals that really not look good.
Yeah,
in the first 2 weeks, Beal's gone.
Yeah, Beal's gone from the season. They got rid of Norm Powell and said, we're going to get Beal, don't worry. John Collins, would you believe he can't defend anything? And it's like, okay, he can catch a fucking lob, but he's not doing anything else. They actually, can I say...
Oh, I did see that Norm Powell stat the other day. And I was just like, that can't be right. I had to literally like read it and I'm like, I'm getting sent out here. Go on Google it, check it. I'm like, oh my God, he's actually shooting like 50% from three.
Yeah, he's going to be an all-star. He's like 32. Yeah, Brook Lopez, he's 37 years old. You could say, maybe you could predict it.
That's true.
He's averaging 6 points this year and he's shooting 35% on a career low threes since he left Brooklyn. So yeah, I think you definitely need a spacer, right?
Yeah.
There was a report 2 weeks ago that the Atlanta Hawks would potentially... look at a trade just to move on from Kristaps Porzingis.
He'd be great.
Would that be something you're interested in?
I'd have him, but what are we doing here? Who are we going to move?
Well, Jamie, let's pull up the trade machine.
I mean, obviously, like you got to move. I don't know. How old's KP now? He's getting old.
KP's 30. He's spoken about his post-career kickboxing.
Oh, yeah. I can see
so he's making 30 mil. You guys are... I think, what are you?
The money's tight, bro.
The money's very tight.
The money's tight.
What's his name? You are a Jet Howard plus like $200,000 above the luxury tax right now. So ideally the team would want to get under the luxury tax and start those payments the following year just to like delay the repeater tax one more year.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
With that in mind, there's nothing you can do.
Yep.
Unless you're trading Desmond Bane or Jalen Suggs, which I don't think you want to give up one of your mid-20s very good basketball players for an injury-prone 30-year-old.
No, not when we sent the entire farm and the neighbour's farm for Bane.
Yeah, 4 first-round picks, which one of them somehow turned into Colin Coward, who might be better than Desmond Bane right now, but by the end of the season, probably not, I would say. But
Coward's been fucking good.
Yeah, all right.
I think we're kind of stuck here with the centers we've got.
Yeah.
At least for now.
I mean, to trade Zinger, you'd have to give up John Isaac and
what?
And Wendell and Jet Howard. And then
what happens? He comes in, plays well for 10 games and then gets injured. And then what do we do?
Yeah, that's
it's like, go, get ready, mate. 40 minutes, here we go.
Yeah.
And he's fouled out in 5 minutes. But, I don't know. I think, Wendell's... He doesn't pull them, but he can actually, he's not awful at shooting threes.
He's shooting 44% this year.
He's pretty good. He doesn't really do it much.
No.
It's not really like him in the corner or like it's come out to, it's just like that one, those threes that Embiid takes where it's like, oh, fuck.
He's the last guy over the half court
and he's just
on a fast break.
I just can't be stuffed.
Yeah.
You're going to have to pull this one.
Well, it's like...
that's fine.
It's like the Jonas Valanciunas argument where it's like in New Orleans, they're like, oh, we need a shooting 5 next to Zion. Oh, look at this guy. He shoots 44% from 3. It's like, on 1 a game.
Yeah.
He's not sitting out there stretching the defense.
No, exactly. Yeah.
So, Is there another fix for this team that you can think of? Is it the coach? Is it a different way to play?
It's the easy answer, isn't it? Just change the coach. I mean, that's why these guys do it, because it's like they get these hard questions and they're like, oh, fuck, just change the coach. But I don't know. Does that really work? I'm just trying to think of like the most... I'm trying to think of like the last few championship teams. They've had their coaches for a while, have they not?
Continuity is
like you can't... Maybe if you're in like a real desperate situation and like you don't have a pick or something and you change your coach just to try and boost yourself up the standings, it can work in that sense. But I just don't see... It seems like a bit of a risk just to jump Mosley. Like you're right about his offense. It's not great, but when the defense is humming, it's fine. You can generate the offense. I think for us to work, we need to just be like, all right, hardcore D guys, and then just paint and threes, nothing else. They've been doing these little pull-up middies, like Paolo's shooting them, Franz is shooting them. I'm just like, nah, guys, no. We're driving in, we're drawing fouls, or we're kicking out to... We haven't even talked about the great man who's been the shining light in De Silva. He's been beautiful to watch this year.
Yeah.
The trajectory is looking beautiful.
Yeah.
The
awesome role player to have for a poor shooting team.
Yeah, it's perfect.
A 6'8"
and you got a guy who's like, he can play good D, and he goes, sophomore year, I'm going to shoot more threes, and I'm going to shoot them in a better clip. And like, what else? Like, his defense has probably stayed the same. What else could you ask for in his development so far? He's got way more confidence shooting. He was already like, I mean, it's not a good thing, but he was already probably one of the best shooters on the team last year. But now he's just even better. So we need more of those guys. We need to get him, cloning him, get 3 of him, and then we'll just put 2 on the court with Paolo and Franz, play Wendell, and then 2 of them on the bench. That'd be great.
Yeah. De Silva's shooting 40% from 3, 41% from 3, on 7 point...
He shoots them.
Per 36 minutes, 7.8. So in his minutes, he's getting up 5 and a bit, but incredible volume, and it's going in. That is actually, I sort of wrote him off after last year.
He can play.
He's really good.
Yeah.
You've got really good rotation pieces like Goga, great backup. Anthony Black, like maybe he's starting one day, but right now he's like a really good combo guard off the bench, in my opinion.
He can start, but I like him on the bench.
Yeah. Now you've got Tristan De Silva, 3-and-D, 6'8" wing, really good. You've got heaps of pieces. You've obviously got the 2 stars. You've got a center question, but you're 8-7.
Yeah, 8-7. And to be fair, I'm pretty happy with some of the scalps. That Houston one was a coin toss. I mean, we lose on the Black Miss free throw.
Yeah, but also like fucking the Şengün turnover and then Şengün bullshit.
That was fucking crazy. Fuck, he's so good.
He's so good.
That's the dream. I was looking at that today. I had to double check when I was watching the Cavs camp, and it's like, hang on a second. They got Şengün, then they're running Adams as the second, and then they got Clint Capella as the third. And I had to look up his numbers just to see. because I think Houston lead the league in rebounds, and I was like, like what do you do? Like you got this team where it's just like, okay, KD's going to shoot, and if they miss, he's going to get the ball again and shoot again. KD's not missing twice, and it's like Adams has got the best stats I've ever seen. He's running 19, 20 minutes a game, averaging 5 offensive rebounds. It's just like, how the hell do you deal with that? That's exactly what I wish we had.
Yeah,
because then that would be perfect. Then we could have our 3-point disaster, but we just keep going and get the ramps, go again, get put back.
You could lean into the bully ball.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm always just thinking of ways to push back in the other way. But what is there a center you can trade for? Or is there a name out there? Or is just maybe just in theory? Would you be happy giving up Angel Reese's boyfriend and/or John Isaac to go further into the big lineup? And would that work? Because you've just got finesse players at the 3 and 4.
But it could, but it's like what we were saying though. He has to be a good defensive big that can shoot threes. Yeah. Or like can shoot the volume of threes. At a decent enough shot.
Or just make up for Paolo and then and Steven Adams. We might never see another Steven Adams ever.
No, he's a unicorn of a build.
Do you remember that clip where it was like Cam Whitmore was recording what he had for breakfast, and he just eats like ground beef, like
I can see that,
half a kilo of ground beef for breakfast.
He's like a druid, like a Viking. Like he's got a very.
You got a lot of shaman builds on your roster, but
shaman would be good. Yeah, it's just like so funny the way he plays. He plays like he's playing. He's like the big bloke. He's your mate's older brother who's come in and filling in for your five-a-side team. And he's just a beast on the glass and he can't do anything else. And it's like, and then you're getting a punch on and he's the first one in there.
Yeah.
I love Adams. I'd have him. I'd love him in the Magic.
Yeah. But that's not happening. All right. Well, just to wrap up the Orlando Magic bit, predictions for the rest of the season. So you're 8-7 now, but you've had a pretty good fortnight, right?
It's looking okay now.
You've rounded the corner on the Desmond Bane sucks at basketball opening to the season.
Yeah.
Where do you guys see yourself finishing? Will Tyus Jones be taken out back and shot? Like
it might be, yeah.
What's your season predictions from here out?
Well, I just can't comfortably say that we're going to be top 4 in the East. Mm-hmm. So I'd probably have us 5 or 6.
Yeah.
At the moment, because we haven't. I mean, obviously, season hasn't been going long, but we haven't had everything clicking at once. We had Franz playing well, Paolo playing well, Bane shit. And we had Paolo out, Franz playing well, Bane playing well, but never everything all humming in one go. And if we can, I want to see what that looks like. Yeah. If everyone's playing well, then we could be a top 4 side in the East. I mean, it's fucking wide open.
Seriously.
But...
yeah, I mean,
we'll see. I just don't see it. But you never know.
You're 8-7, the 9 seed at the moment. The Milwaukee Bucks are 8-7 with the 11 seed.
Yeah, well.
But then you're 2 losses away in the loss column to the 2nd seed.
Yeah, it's going to be like
that. Yeah. I actually see you guys as I think I had in one of my off-season prediction videos for the Deep 2, YouTube / at the Deep 2. I see you guys as top 4 seed. Like you have more talent than a lot of the teams in between you and the top right now. Like Detroit,
that's fair.
Have had such a hot start to the season. I can't see them falling below like the top 3. Right? Cleveland's obviously got the talent advantage when they're healthy. Toronto, I think they're playing a little bit above their head.
They are, yeah.
Knicks, talent advantage, but then it's like you're right in there with Toronto, Philly, Atlanta are playing well with no Trey, which is both interesting and questionable. I don't even know what this trade would look like. I think Trey's making like mid-40s, but
get Trey on there.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on getting in Trey Young?
I'd love him. Depends what we could do. It'd be fun to watch. Trey, Paolo, Franz, that'd be interesting. I don't know about
again. You don't have many picks.
We got nothing.
Yeah. All right, so it'd have to be so what you've just got the swap backs, and then you get access to your 2032.
Unless they want to fling. But they wouldn't do that unless they want to fling Bane. But
no, I think the trade would be Jalen Suggs plus Wendell Carter
and some gravy.
Or like you might have to include Anthony Black. Like, would you do Suggs, Black,
and Carter?
One of your pick protections, and then like your 2032 first round pick, which like fuck me, that's 7 years from now.
Yeah, it's a big punt.
Yeah.
I mean, he does fit the age bracket, But
yeah, no, yeah,
I don't see it happening.
no.
It could, in theory, work because, he's just a cone where we could have Mosley defense to cover him. So cool.
Yeah, but then
But it just doesn't. Yeah, I just don't think it gels. You're losing too much guard defense with Black and Suggs.
and that was sort of the thing with Bane, where it's like he's a fine individual defender, but just his body and his wingspan just isn't there, right? So it's like, oh well, he's joining this team that's got a really incredible defensive culture, like second in defense last year.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, your only problem is Bane, who's actually fine guarding point guards, but now it would be like, okay, Bane.
now we're really trying to.
Paolo can't defend the rim, so it's like, oh, we're asking a lot more of Wendell Carter Jr. or Goga.
Yeah, what's going to happen there? It's going to be like it would be like a zone where no one was allowed to move from their position.
Or you give the other team a really firm handshake at the start of the game. Yeah, let's ignore the Trae Young things. Can I just keep asking? Actually, would you be interested in trading for like Anthony Simons?
I like Simons.
Yeah,
but again, it's the same thing. It's what you can't. It's very hard to make a big trade when you've made a big trade the year before with 4 first rounders.
Yeah,
because now it's like, what do we do if we're going to trade? We're doing old school trades here. We're doing player for player.
You've made your swing. Yeah, you're doing Chicago Bulls special.
Yeah. We're just trading the whole file for Levine and DeRozan.
Oh no, I just mean like player for player, like Giddy for Caruso or
but that's the thing. You don't really see that anymore.
Yeah. No, it's just the Bulls. Ball for Isaac Okoro.
The Giddy Caruso one's actually pretty good as far as NBA trades go.
Yeah, one of them is a pedophile for what it's worth, and the other's the best 3-and-D role player.
Yeah,
but I mean, Encore Productions.
Yeah. We're not talking nightclub trades here, but. I just can't really think of a win-win trade ever in the NBA. They always say that trade Luka won, but I don't believe that.
No.
Well, actually, now that Luka doesn't even play for fucking Dallas, maybe getting Trae wasn't, because if they trade Trae now and they've got a good team and they get all these picks for Trae or something else for Trae, then they might actually long-term be the winner there. Yeah.
You can't. It's hard to look at these like really long-term things unless you win the title. Because it's just like, oh, who won the for Steve Nash trade? It's
That's
like,
true.
oh, the Celtics won a title in 2008.
But it's fun, though.
Yeah, it is fun. It is fun. Well,
we're going predictions, though. I want to ask, do you reckon any All-Stars for the fellas?
For the Magic?
Yeah, any All-NBAs?
I think this will be Franz All-Star, Paolo no All-Star.
I can see that.
Paolo has the counting stats, and obviously he has the pedigree. Like, voters love just giving it to the person who's already been there. But Franz, I think, drives winning more. And he's the guy you're more comfortable giving the ball to down the end of games.
Yep, definitely.
And his game's just my personal interpretation of it is just better. Like, I'd much rather have this fun playmaking. I mean, my favorite basketball team could have had him, but we picked James Wiseman instead.
Wow.
But I would much rather have
that list is long.
Yeah.
We could have had this guy. You could go all the way down to like 25.
That's the problem with 2.
Yeah, it is.
Especially when you miss.
Yeah, but
I mean, there was a trade on. There was an offer with the Wolves for us to get the first pick and then draft Anthony Edwards or probably Wiseman would pay him more. I think it's Franz Wagner, All-Star, and if you guys are a top 4, definitely All-NBA. Do you see Franz and Paolo or?
Nah. To get both, you just got to look at the teams that did it. Like that sort of Boston Brown Tatum years when they were both All-Stars. Fuck, they were a good team. I don't really see the Magic being that good of a team where you could justify. And these guys were well known. They're more like there's that many people that don't even fucking know Franz and Paolo are. They're just going to be like, what would we have to be? We'd have to be the 1 or 2 seed in the East, and both averaging 25 or something crazy like that. Just to get them in there.
I mean, both of them averaging 25 points is doable.
That's doable.
Like Franz is averaging 23 and Paolo is averaging 22 right now, and they haven't played well.
I think if I had to put money on it, I would say Franz is a better shot for All-Star this year, but Paolo could do it.
Yeah.
The body is going to be an interesting one as well.
Oh, also, just sort of going back to those Boston Celtics comparisons, Time Lord at the 5 who was a really good paint protector that season.
That was fun.
And then Zinger, just like an absolute stroker from long range, right? And then Drew Holiday and Derek White.
Yeah.
Just the best 2, which sort of, Desmond Bane and Jalen Suggs is like a LD version of that. But actually, they're actually quite similar. Obviously, not as good, but
we do have a lot of Aldi comparisons.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much the whole team.
Probably not a good
That's the whole
sign.
franchise, really.
Probably not a good sign for your team moving forward.
They kind of are an Aldi Miami Heat. You know, like the Heat culture, high defense, play hard. It is like there's just the little brother in the Florida. Yeah.
All right. Let's wrap up. I don't think we have time for news, but there's one question I like to ask every guest that comes on, which is, you know, those really, really like expensive but good quality jerseys that you can get. It's like not like hardwood classics, like a level above, where it's like this will be the game worn.
Right.
So instead of like my shirt's got the Oakland printed, it would have like the stitch and like the three level stitching. Yeah. So like super expensive, like the jersey that you wouldn't even want to bring out of your wardrobe. If you could have any jersey, and like let's say you're getting it for free, right? If you could have any jersey of any player, past, present, or future, right?
Future.
Who would it be? What would the jersey be, and why?
I mean, as much as you'd pick some magic ones, Shaq would be up there. Just that classic pinstripe Shaq. Oh God, that's such a nice kit. But I can't do it. I have to get the man. I'd have to go Houston Harden. Yeah. I'd have to be the man that brought me to the sport.
Which one though?
I'm just thinking through. They had. There's one that I really like, which is actually not even a Houston kid, from I think it was the 1920 All-Star season when they all ran black or white, and he was on a team that was just black, and so the whole kit is just black, and then it had your number and your team's logo.
Oh yeah.
So it's all black, and then the Houston Rocket and the 13 was just like clean as fuck.
Yeah, that I know what you're talking about. I've googled it, and it's not coming up, but yes, it is. Yeah, so it's like
that's a clean jumper.
That is cool. I really like it in the All-Star games. Like I'm talking like the 90s. They used to just wear
run their kits.
Home and away kit. That's awesome.
It is kind of funny because and I guess they just know what they're doing. But it would be pretty funny just to watch a game now. Like say you had put last year's All-Stars and just let them all wear their kits just to see what that would just look so silly.
Yeah.
I would be like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah. But and also the league would never do it because then how do they sell jerseys?
Yeah, true. That's true.
Yeah, interesting. So like that full like blackout James Harden user on it.
And they do have another one though. They've got like they're talking actual kits. They have like they used to run like their retro kit. Remember how? But like they wore it as a retro kit in the Harden era, where it was like the old logo with the actual rocket on the side, and like the blue. That was clean.
That is really nice. Nice. Well, I completely forgot you had the James Harden connection. I have a jersey. When I was like 18, 19, I used to just buy heaps of jerseys and I'll just never wear them.
Yeah, now I've got mates to do that.
Yeah, and now I still don't wear them. And I've sold a few, right? But I do have this one jersey that I could never sell. Do you remember it was like Christmas Day or something and they put the players' first names on the back of their jersey?
Yeah.
I have a red James Harden James jersey.
Wow, that's crazy.
If you would like it, next time I see you, I could just give it to you because I do not want it and I haven't.
I would love that. That's insane.
I think it's
Hang on a second. When did LeBron play for the Rockets? What the hell? I'd love to get those questions. Yeah, that'd be great. Also, actually, now that you say that, you've just put the thought in my mind. All those amazing COVID lockdown jumpers are the best that you could ever get. Like the
COVID jumpers.
You remember them they used to wear in the bubble, like the group economics, all those crazy ones. And they always come up on Twitter every now and then when someone just at like a festival wearing one of them, and like everyone's like, "What the hell is this guy wearing?"
Bro, group economics, Iguodala, education reform.
That's the one. That's the one. And it's just like that. I would want one of those. I don't know what Harden was rocking in the bubble. I feel like he's not the kind of guy to do that. He'd just be rocking Harden. Everyone would be wearing all these nice messages, and he'd be like, "Oh, yeah, nah."
I don't think he did.
Yeah, I wouldn't see it.
Just by looking at it,
couldn't see it.
I know there was vote for Millsap.
So that's so good. That's so good.
It's like zero fears. Bubble jersey, NBA names. This,
there was some really good ones. Group economics is just insane.
He had to request group economics. That wasn't one of the choices.
I wouldn't have thought it would be. No.
I did
education reform was fucking good too.
I did like how some of the players just got respect translated into language. Like
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's actually pretty sweet.
No, maybe it was equality.
Equality. Yeah. No, Harden.
Hold on. I've got an anti-racist 20 Surridge jersey.
Wow, that's awesome.
I didn't know you could pick
Respect
anti-racist.
us. Yeah, there's a piece is good.
Enough Jerome. Yeah.
Defund the police is pretty good. Defund police Harden would be fun.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, they translated it. Oh, that's so sweet. Vote for Bill Sub. Yeah, that's hard to beat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it depends. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking awesome. Yeah, true. You would pick one of them.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
All the James Harden James on the back is pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, you can just have it. Next time I'm at my dad's, I'll grab it because when I moved out, he's like, "Do you want to take these jerseys with you?" I'm like, "Absolutely not. Thank you. Do you mind if I leave them here forever?" And then I've just gone back and like sold someone Depop. But,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Would you believe the first name James Harden never sold? So I'll grab that for you next time.
Yeah, there you go. No, I would absolutely. We'll have to wear that.
Awesome. All right. Well, Lachlan Kneebone, thanks for coming on the pod. Thanks for making your debut on the Deep Two NBA podcast and podcast in general.
Yes. Yeah. I think we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, you don't get any hate mail directed towards the group, from Joe or anyone else, any Orlando fans. I wonder if you got any Orlando fans that listen to this. They're like, what the fuck is going on here?
We've got to.
I guess you would.
Just law of averages. There has to be at least one Orlando Magic fan in every 100 people.
Who the hell is this guy?
No, but thanks for coming on in and speak to you soon.
Pleasure, mate. No worries.
You want to talk WNBA? Maybe some WNBL? Australian Opals chat? Heck, even dabble in some EuroLeague? Find the W Basketball Show on the Deep 2 Podcast Network.
The Jeff Van Gundy Tribute Show is your fortnightly dose of the lighter side of basketball, hosted by me, Marco.
And me, Lucas. We take a more laid-back approach, talking about the NBA, the WNBA, FIBA basketball, culture, whatever tickles our fancy or grinds our gears.
The show is filled with great guests, classic gags, and a healthy dose of tangents in honor of the great man himself.
The Jeff Van Gundy Tribute Show, fortnightly on the Deep 2 Podcast Network.
Loves just talking about the league, certain things like that.